Good morning.
Good morning.
Some of you have heard this story before, but it's never old because it's God's work. We had Bible study here Wednesday night and shared that story again, which we had a lot of fun with it for those of you that were here. But in all of this, even with the devotions that we went through on this week on addiction, you know, on Friday, listening to all the testimonies, it was clear that the addiction, as the pastor mentioned, it's all about surrender. And it just brought to light again that God is the beginning and the end. He knows everything in between, and He is working in our lives and many things that are happening to us. He's doing a work, and all we have to do is go through it with Him faithfully. But I was actually share this testimony. It was in October 2010 that I started coming to Mission for Life. It was a point that I realized that something in my life was missing, and I needed to go out and find it if things were going to, again, start moving in the right direction. So I joined Mission for Life in April of 2011. And in July, early July, you know, when you join a church, you surrender to Christ, so many good things start to happen in your life. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, amen.
I mean, you just bursting, wanting to talk about it all the time. I was in prayer one morning, and just thanking the Lord for all He had done for me, all the great things that have happened. And I said, Lord, what can I do for you? And as you know, He would answer. He said to me, I want you to quit smoking. For those of you that don't know, I smoked for 28 years, every day. After every meal, anytime I got in the car, I got on the phone, I got up in the morning, went to bed at night, whatever it was, I had to have that cigarette. And it was an addiction. I never really thought about it as an addiction, but after going through this, it was an addiction. And I said to him, at that time, he said, I want you to quit smoking. My immediate reply to the doctor was, I can't do it now, dog. Now, Joe was sitting there text message after Bible study to remind me that dog spelled backward is God, and maybe I was just being dyslexic that night. So thank you, Joy. But that's what my response was. It was because it was in July, and July is our busy time. We're busy, it's back to school, and you know, all this kind of thing, and we're just busy, and lots of stuff going on. So I had to have, you know, my addiction. I had to have my friend, my partner to help me get through the day. So 2 weeks later, on July 16th, 2011, Kyle and I, my son and I, had come in from getting a haircut, and I had smoked a cigarette before getting to the house. On the way with my son in the car, I got one smoking while I was driving. Went him down, but that really doesn't matter. I was smoking because it really hurting me and him at the same time. Got home, walked into my house. I sat down and pulled up the ottoman with my Bible sitting on it. I wanted to start reading my Bible. And at that moment, you know, the Lord hit me, you know, and my chest started to hurt really bad. I mean, He just like lightning struck me right here in the chest. And I stood up and I put my hands on my head, both hands, and I said, oh my goodness. And I said, Kyle, put the shoes on, son. We got to leave you in a hurry. Because I didn't think the ambulance was going to make it. So me and you guys will appreciate this. I put my hands up, you know, walked around, just blowing, just walking and blowing, walking. You know, when you get hurt in football, they tell you to walk it off, so I was walking it off, you know. So after a while, I kind of walked it off, and I didn't think it was really, you know, doing anything. So, you know, I said, well, okay, I'm fine. So I sat down for a few minutes, and then as we do, I got up, and I went outside in the garage, and I had another cigarette just to prove that wasn't nothing. So after spoken that, when I came in, and I sat down at the same place, opened the same Bible again, and read at the same time, and it hit me again, but this time it was harder. And I threw my hands in the air, both hands, and I said, Lord, whatever your will is. But no, I can't do this, because I tried to do it before, and I couldn't. I've tried to quit smoking on my own power 2 or 3 times before. I can remember putting cigarettes in the trash, and 2 hours later, I was in the trash trying to get them out. You know, that's just how much it had me, I'm telling you. You know, getting up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you wake up, you can't go back to sleep, you have no cigarettes, you get in your car, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, you go get your cigarettes. So you can get back to get that hour and a half of sleep before you have to go to work. It was just that bad. But I said, I can't do this. I can't. He said, I need you to do this. And immediately and instantly, the desire to smoke was gone. It was gone. The tell you how good God is. Remember, after every meal, before going to bed, after getting up, whatever it was, I had to have that cigarette. Okay, somebody over here knows what I'm talking about. Every time I looked around, I had to have it. But I'm telling you, he took it away. He's so good and knows how much we need. For 2 or 3 months, I could be standing next to someone who was smoking a cigarette, and I couldn't even smell it. So he's good. He's good.